want to tell you thanks. I talked earlier. This is what happened. Earlier, I was talking to John Maresca and Jaime Cantu. We were video camming each other. We were talking. I always used to. Man, Jaime was talking some good stuff. John says some good stuff about the boxing. Not even like 30 seconds. I go, they're talking. I go, wait, stop. And he looked at me. What do you mean stop? This is good talk. This is recorded. So I said, you know what? Let's come back in 1 hour. And then I got Olga. I said, Olga, can you do it? Because Olga knows how to record it. So listen, first of all, I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a little Boxfam interview with this. First of all, she's recording it. We're gonna post it on Facebook. So tell us who you are first, Paco and John. Go ahead, whoever. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Paco. Go first.
Paco Perez, Riverside, California, part of Boxfam. Been doing this since the beginning and enjoying life to be able to hang out with the champ and go around and meet a lot of other great champions in Southern California, traveling to Texas a few extra times to go see some good championship boxing and making the best of it.
Yeah, John Maresca, New Jersey, and I manage some fighters, do my own events when COVID's not around, and I used to box when I was younger. Then I started training people. Then it parlayed into the managing stuff, and here we are.
Olga, thank you, Olga.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Olga Camacho, ex-wrestler, but here it is. I'm just
And Cindy, okay, go ahead.
Cindy, you guys share too, Cindy. Your name, go ahead, Cindy Amador.
Okay, my name is Cindy Amador. I'm a former world champion, junior flyweight, and now I'm just a trainer. You can tell I'm a trainer.
Okay, so I want you to jump into, listen, I was talking earlier about the Ryan Garcia fight. He wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. What do you think about that, Cindy? What do you think about that?
I think that, Ryan Garcia, like, he has proof that he's a superstar and he believes in himself. For some people, he's crazy, but at the same time, even though, some people think it's ironic, I would like to see that. I would like to see, I'm curious, and that a fight like that will make a lot of money. And he's not only a superstar, but he's a businessman. And I think, like, it's the time now because Pacquiao is still a great fighter. And Ryan Garcia is a fighter that he's on the race. He's a superstar. And I think it's crazy, but it can happen. Anything is possible. And I would like to see that. I would love to see that.
You know what? I believe it. Listen, I think the same thing too, because we know Ryan's like Manny Pacquiao is like you say. I didn't think he wants him, but
he's
you know what?
I
heard he wants him now. Now that but Manny Pacquiao, Ryan Garcia, all these people that market himself good. He marketed himself good. Plus, he has all these followers, millions of followers. People pay that right there sells a lot.
Ryan Garcia is a smart young guy. He's a superstar, but he's not only like he has a great talent, but he has very good look. He's a very good looking kid, and he knows how to manage himself, not only in boxing but outside boxing. And that's something that like everybody should think, not only in boxing but after boxing, like what you're gonna do. And he's making sure that he has something else during boxing, after boxing, and he's a smart guy. So I'm proud of him, and and he works hard. So like, why not? If he believes in himself, he doesn't care about what people think, and he works hard. Like, why not?
Yeah, Pac, what do you think about that?
I'm the same way. I think Ryan has made himself. He is part of the new breed of boxers. You can even call him an influencer, one of these YouTube or social media influencers that has millions of followers, and he's done it all on his own. Everyone wants Manny Pacquiao. We've heard it since last year. Mikey Garcia wanted Manny Pacquiao. I think even Earl Spence wanted Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, even though he's on his way out, I would still take Manny, even at 80% of Manny, he's still a lot smarter and a better fighter than any of those upcoming fighters right now. You know, he proved it with Thurman. He surprised everybody, and
Right.
Thurman was no joke.
Yeah,
Thurman was no joke.
Strong. Right.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be a win-win situation here, where it's gonna build up Ryan more than where he's at. It's gonna take him to the top. And if this is Manny's last fight, and if Manny does win, Ryan hasn't lost anything. It's just gonna, give him more value to his name. You know.
It will be like he's
So-
only
You know
lost
what?
against
We had
Oliver.
Jaime on earlier, and Jaime was saying the same thing John was saying about the fight. John, go ahead.
Well,
Why?
Paco, first of all, Paco, I didn't even think of what Paco just said about being an influencer. He's as big a star on YouTube and Instagram as anybody, and he's the only one with skills. You got those other guys who can't fight getting fights for millions of dollars. Like
Right.
Jake Paul, Logan Cole. Here's the other thing with this. The general public, the casual fan thinks Manny should win easy. Ryan has nothing to lose. He would make a ton of money. And if he does pull it off, like Paco just said, his status goes up tenfold. So and I'll tell you one last thing. If you can make money in boxing, you take in what's on the table. Those other guys at his own weight, like the Devin Haney's, Teofimo, we don't know if he could beat those guys. He would get about $1 million to try. He could probably get 5 to 10 million to fight Pacquiao. Nobody thinks he's going to win. If he does, he's good. If he loses, who cares? He can still go back to the smaller division and still make tons of money. And I'm with Cindy as well. She said, I want to see it too. I want to see that more than I want to see with the guys in his own weight division. So, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world.
It's like Jaime was saying that when Canelo Alvarez was fighting Mayweather, when Canelo fought Mayweather, I think he's like 22 years old, still world champion. Was still kind of not green, but up and coming.
He was still green.
And after he fought Manning, after he fought Floyd Mayweather, I mean, he blew up still. Canelo blew up. To me, I think Canelo is better, the pound for pound, one of the best fighters out there right now, too. So that might have helped him, that fight, too. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing bad can happen. Paco pretty much said it. Like, what bad thing happens? Nothing. Unless he gets knocked out in 30 seconds, which is not going to happen, nothing bad can happen. He loses. He lost to a guy that's more experienced, better, and bigger. And he makes
Legend.
a ton of money. There's no downside. There's no reason not to do that fight if you're Ryan Garcia. Manny Pacquiao can make a lot more money in other places, but I mean, I don't see why he would do it, to be honest with you, though.
Well, the other thing too, Ryan Garcia is so young. Let's say he does lose.
Yeah.
In 2 to 3 years, people are gonna forget it. Ryan will he'll put himself back up again. He lost to a legend. He didn't lose to a B fighter.
No.
You know?
Right.
So absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not a damaging loss, like Paco just said. It's like if he loses to the guys like Devin Haney and everyone else around his own weight, that's damaging. A Manny Pacquiao loss, there's nothing bad. Like Paul said, he's young. It would be the same effect when Canelo lost to Mayweather. Who cares now? Nobody cares.
But you know what? I also say, I think like everybody, like Paco said, everyone wants to fight Manny. If he fights Teofimo Lopez, would be Teofimo's bad boy. I like Teofimo. If he fights Haley or whoever else fights, he's not gonna get paid like he did with Manning. So Ryan is a smart businessman. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I don't know what he'll get, but 5, 6, 7 million. He'll make more money than the other guys do, right?
Yeah.
Now, what about this Canelo Alvarez? Canelo Alvarez is gonna fight again in February. That's gonna be. I'm happy for Canelo because you know what? These fighters fight once or twice a year, and that's it. He's starting to fight again. Canelo Alvarez. He needs to. When he was with De La Hoya, he didn't fight that much.
You know what? And you make as much money as you can make and take it when you can get it. You guys remember Alex Garcia, the
Hang on,
heavyweight?
Joe. Hang on. Keep going. So yeah, this box is different. It's different. They got, I don't know. It's different. These YouTube fighters, I think to me that's like making boxing look bad.
Well, especially when they outdraw the good fighters. When you got Jake Paul and people care more about who he's fighting next than like Devin Haney, of course it's killing boxing.
Yep.
What do you think about the Joshua fight coming up? Is that gonna happen?
They're gonna wait for a stadium, so it'll probably be like in October or something.
Yeah, late towards the fall, right?
Yeah, they should try to put that in the stadium and make a lot more money than on just TV. in
I
front
don't know
of
if you
nobody.
guys follow Andy Reese, but do you guys follow Andy Reese? He's in shape. He's in better. He looks good. You guys follow Andy Reese?
Oh
He's in
yeah,
shape.
he looks
That boy's in shape.
thin.
He's thin
He
now. Huh?
lost weight.
He lost a lot of weight. He looks like
He
Hey.
looks in shape.
He doesn't have that money no more like he did the first time eating carne asada all the time. He didn't miss out on one of them.
no. He probably has that money still, but your wife probably said, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna lose everything. Let me get this right. Let me at least get a
Right.
couple billion." He's a good fighter, man. So he's
Yep.
smart.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope he learned. Let's hope he
Yeah.
learned from his mistakes.
Joe Barry's hanging on this thing. Hang on,
So what
guys.
is what did
Hang
you
on,
say,
hang on.
Andrew Ruiz? What is Andrew Ruiz up to? He's coming back and he's just looking
He's
for an opponent?
training.
Good.
He's training
Good,
hard.
Yeah.
He looks great. He
Yeah,
looks
that's
better
good.
than ever.
Yeah, he's
You
doing
know
a lot of
what?
conditioning.
I was always impressed. I was always impressed by him. And then he lost to Parker in Australia. I thought he actually won the fight, but he should have done more. But I mean, when he was on his way up, he was on TV all the time. We all knew who he was. So I was impressed by him the whole. I wasn't surprised he beat Anthony Joshua, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. He's going to lose 8 out of 10 times, but I knew he had some kind of shot. I mean, I
Sure.
thought Joshua was going to win. I'm not going to lie, but Andrew Ruiz could beat anybody on any given night. I knew that.
Sure. And I think he has a better chance right now, the way he looks and the way
Yeah.
he's working out.
He dropped
Reina's
a lot
doing
of
a
weight.
really good job.
Yeah.
Really good job with him.
So you know Chris Arreola. You used to work out with Chris Arreola.
Arreola?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a good fighter. He's a tough fighter. He's still got. I know he's up to, but he's tough, right? He still got some paydays. Chris is a bad fighter. They don't give him that break like he should, but he's.
You know what? But he's getting up there in age, and the pandemic hurt him more than anybody because
Of course.
this is when he's at the end. He lost about 1.5 years of active time.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that guys like him got hurt the most. Like Josecito Lopez got killed because they're not a big enough star to put on TV and get a pay-per-view thing. And he probably lost, I'll bet Josecito lost like a couple 100,000 easy by missing like 2 fights. He's fighting coming up. Who's he fighting? It's a pretty good fight.
Who?
Josecito's fighting somebody soon.
Josecito. I know he's fighting, yeah, but I think Josecito will be a world champion now.
He'll come back.
Because he's training with Robert Garcia and he's
Right.
looking amazing, like better
Yeah.
than ever.
How old is
He's
he
a
now?
warrior, you know.
He just,
How
I
old
wish
is
he
he?
went
How
there
old is
3
he?
years ago. He's older. He's like
How old is
36.
he?
I know he
31?
is, but you know,
Yeah, it's like 36,
How
37.
old is he? 31, 32, something like that.
No, he's way older.
No.
he's
he's
like 36, 35,
36, 35.
35, 36, yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
up there now.
the thing about it is all last year he was in Robert Garcia's gym working hard. That's one thing I haven't seen about Chris Arreola. I think Chris Arreola just decided not to do much and was not in the gym consistently, you know, unless he had a fight schedule. And I think
Yeah.
that's what's going to make some of these fighters that are up in age, the ones that kept in the gym and kept active, are going to still have a little bit better chance than the ones that didn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, the ones who didn't do anything about it, they'll be 40 pounds overweight. They're not hungry anymore. You're gonna lose a lot of those, like the Victor Ortizes of the world. I don't expect to see Victor Ortiz ever again.
Of course.
Yeah, he's in the gym. He said, "Hey, Cindy and Paco, you guys went to Man Robles gym a while back, a couple weeks ago, and you know what? That gym's busy. It's busy, and they gotta keep. They got their fights coming up or what? They gotta keep busy.
He has a lot of nice young kids in there right now.
Right? Yeah, good fighters. Yeah.
Manny Robles.
Oh yeah, man.
He has a
like
few.
now, what is it? Feroz Vargas,
Yeah, Fernando Vargas.
Junior and
Oh yeah, he just
and
fought. He
yeah,
looked good.
What sons are training with
Yeah.
many now.
They're
Oh, you got
going there.
And his other son just fought too, right? He just made his
Last
pro
week.
debut.
Last
Yeah,
weekend. Yeah.
he looked good too. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's what
stoppage.
Man Rose was in corner with.
They've been for the last month, they've been working out with
With
their
Manny.
Manny Robles.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See.
Yeah. Manny has a few good kids in there right now.
And I think Manny is a
Yeah.
great trainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Oscar Negrete has a fight coming up.
Who,
you know.
he's fighting another good fighter. Who's he fighting?
Let me see.
Oscar left
I have-
Manuel. Oscar down Manuel.
No, Alex Rocha?
No,
think-
no.
Alexis Rocha.
No.
No?
No, it's another guy
Is
like the
Oscar-
same.
Is Oscar still with Manny?
Negrete,
I'm sorry?
I think.
Oscar's out with Manny Robles somewhere.
I'll try.
Oscar Negrete is with
I
Manny.
believe, I believe Negrete
I
is
thought he
saying
left somewhere. Okay, I heard somebody else. Okay.
Ronnie is a
He's
good fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
So the only thing, poor Oscar, he waited and waited for a world title fight, and they made it a weight too heavy. Remember, it was the last minute replacement.
Oscar?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
I felt bad for him. He was undefeated, and they put him up in weight as a last minute replacement for a title fight on like HBO, like when it was still HBO. But
yeah.
that's terrible, and he never rebounded. Actually,
Well,
had
we
like
saw
two
him. We saw him fight last year in February, where he won a title, and he was getting ready to get another title fight last year. And he looked really good when we saw him at Fantasy Springs, and COVID just killed it. So that's another fighter that COVID,
and he's up there too. Yeah, he's like 34.
Yeah, 33, 34.
Yeah, but I really would like to see. I think I want Oscar to win. I think because I think Ronnie had his chances. He fought Ray Vargas at the StubHub Center. Ronnie's already had the bigger fights.
Sure.
And then Oscar I just feel like Oscar always got something always bad happen, like bad luck, and he never had his real chance.
Yeah. Something stopped him.
Yeah, and I don't like the way they do that to him.
Is this good? You guys want to keep talking? We could. I thought we'd do a little, but it's cool. I appreciate it. You guys want to do more? We're going to keep talking?
Yeah, we'll just ask a few more questions. Don't go too long. No one's going to look at us for that long. But ask like two more questions, and then we get out of here.
I don't know. Cause we had to talk with Jaime and John, and I go, my God, they're talking about. I said, not even a minute go by. Man, guys, good conversation. Let's stop this. Let's get this.
What's the fight? Devin Haney put on like Instagram. He said there was a rumor he was talking about a fight, and he said the rumors are not true because we're gonna wait till the crowd. Who's the fight they're talking about for Devin Haney? So he said there's a rumor that they're talking about they were gonna sign the fight. And then Devin Haney said on Instagram, that's not true because Top Rank wants it to be in front of an arena. So who's
Haney? Haney with Top Rank?
Yeah.
Well, you know that Devin Haney was at Ryan Garcia's fight, and they talked on the one.
That's it.
So I think that's the one that it was. But Ryan also went on that Mike Tyson show, and they got Gervonta Davis on the phone. And they got him to agree to fight Ryan Garcia. They had it on there, and Ryan Garcia says, "Let's do it. You said it. We're gonna set it up." But then
he walked out the door and changed his mind, right?
Well, no, Manny Pacquiao came up. Who's
no?
Gonna fight?
Let me tell you. Let me say the thing on YouTube. That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought this thing up. I saw it on YouTube, man. Ryan Garcia bringing all these guys up, changing people's names up to switch people. It's weird to get watch. I'll send it on YouTube. I'll send it to you.
And I would tell you right now, I'm wrong, Paul. Devin Haney's not with Top Rank. He's not with Top Rank.
That's what I'm gonna say, Buck. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Who's he with? Devin Haney's not with Top Rank. He's with Matchroom, isn't he?
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I don't think he's with Top Rank.
I think he's a great fighter. I think the way you look at see what work out in spars, or with the mid-7 is good. But I mean,
you know what I'm excited about? Adam Lopez. He's fighting on the 13th, but you guys know the story with Hector Lopez, his father. And so Adam is fighting the 13th on TV. He's going to get a big fight real soon. I really want him to win a world title because his father should have won one. He was a silver medalist for Mexico. He passed away in Mexico, and if you know Bob King, Paul knows Bob King over at Grandpa's. So he knew Hector Lopez. He worked with him a lot, the senior. And now Adam is signed to Top Rank. He lost to Oscar Valdez. I thought they stopped it a little early. Might have lost anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Okay,
and he's with Buddy McGirt. But he's got the 13th he's fighting, and it looks like there's something big gonna happen with him. If I could pick one it'll make everything good if he wins a world title. I think what happened with his father, and he's just a great kid. If you ever talk to him, Adam Lopez, you know Adam?
Yeah. It's because I'm confusing him with Abraham Lopez. I don't know.
No,
different. Abraham Lopez. He hasn't fought for a while either.
Abraham Lopez is the one that is a nurse. He's
got a job. He's done, I think.
So he's making a comeback, I think. So I'm confused. I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. But now that you mentioned Carlos Valderas. Right?
Yeah.
He's making a TV show. It's called Exoton, where
boxing
athletes
one?
compete for a big win.
Oh.
I don't know if you have. So now, because Oscar Valderas was undefeated, and he
Yeah.
was always like mentioning like Canelo is this, that he wanted to fight Canelo, and he lost his last fight. I think he's the first and only loss, and he haven't lost. I mean, he haven't fought since then, since that loss. Oscar Valderas now is doing like a TV show, and I don't know,
You know
like
what's his
about
name?
boxing. He haven't done boxing since then, like maybe a year ago. Yeah, before the pandemic.
What do you know the girl? Oh, Lincona, Carlos Lincona and Cookie Lincona. So they were fighting. Carlos won a world title. He's trained by Clemente. He lost one fight and he's done. I don't know what happened to him. He's a nice guy. Like I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I wonder what happened. Why did he stop? He was a world champion. He won the title too soon in his 13th fight. He lost the title and now he just retired. And I didn't hear about Cookie. Cookie was like 3-0 as an amateur fighter too. I don't know. I wouldn't just want to see what happened.
Yeah, the brothers, brother and sister.
What happened to them?
I don't know.
Who's
I
this?
had
Nobody
no
knows.
idea.
Who?
It
Carlos
was like
and Cookie Lincona.
brother and sister. They both fight.
But
Yeah.
no, but they
California?
haven't fought in like 2 years.
From
I
California?
know.
Yeah, Clemente Medina trains them.
Wait, well, what's the name? What's the names?
Carlos Lincona and Cookie Lincona.
Yes.
Carlos won a world title in his 13th fight. The next fight, he got overmatched and he lost. But he should just understand at 13 fights, he wasn't even ready. He shouldn't even won, and he won. You just got to like rebuild a little bit. He's still young, but they said he hasn't been in the gym since. But I haven't talked to him in 2 or 3 years since it's been 2 years. And then, yeah, so I'm wondering what went wrong, but that's a shame. I mean, you can't take a title loss as a setback. Everyone, you come back. I hope
but I think it has a lot to do with your team. If you don't have a team that support you, and it's been so hard to get to the top, and then you lost everything, and you don't have nobody to back you up, it messes up with your head and your confidence. And then, like, either you get stronger or you just quit. Because if you see like you work so hard to get to the top and you lost everything and you had no support, like you just quit because you see like how hard it was to get to the top and it wasn't even worth it. That's how I feel. Like I felt that, like Ryan Garcia, I mean, he's smart. He's not only a great talent, but he's smart and he has a great team. He has all the support like from his family. And
Great foundation.
He believes in himself, number
Great
one.
Foundation.
He has his family back him up. And he's smart and he doesn't care about what people think, you know?
He does what he wants to do.
And now he has an agent. So I never thought about like getting an agent to get me like supporters, to get me fans, to get me outfits, to get me signed with a clothing line, to get me sponsors, to get me commercials, like Denise Estrada, Not only she's a great fighter, but she has all the support from her family and she has an agent.
Yeah.
To me, I was by myself. I mean, I met people on the road like you.
You had Charlie.
You had
Charlie. Charlie did a good job.
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the support that I had. I appreciate Charlie and Ruben. And I appreciate you very much, John. But sometimes you need more than that. You need like
expand
communication. You need like leaders. You need somebody to think big, But when it's so hard for you and you don't see like, Charlie has his problems and Ruben too, and John too. So I felt like I was left alone, Not
support.
only that, like I have to work like a full-time job and be at the gym. And sometimes it's not even like you're not strong. Your mind gets weak. You get tired in your mind and in your soul. Like you feel like, is this really like working? Is this really enough? Is this really matters? Like I'm drained. Like I train so hard and I have a bad day at work and I have to pay my bills and I don't have support and I have to get ready for a fight. And then like I have people that is so negative and it's like you're fighting against everybody. Not only the easy fight is just fight an opponent.
That's the easiest.
Yeah, but then you have to fight with your inner self, and then with everybody around you, even
Life
your own
in
family.
general. Life in general.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
exactly.
look what happened to Cancio.
Yeah.
Cancio's the same way. He works a full-time job and he works out and everything, and he just got hurt. He hurt his back working. So now he had to postpone his fight
When
again.
he
And
hurt,
then not
when he
only
hurt his
that,
back,